Right now, Jacob, I'm talking to you. You should be jealous right now. You should be angry. Come back to your nativity, your inheritance. Because right now it's right down.
And there were no more seas. So, if we go out, we see the Atlantic Ocean, and we see the Pacific Ocean, and we see lakes, and we see bodies of water, the law still stands.
Shalom. Now, your name is?
Dawayad.
My brother. Brother?
Kenyon Asher bin Israel.
Now, it's a lot of brothers on Facebook, Pal Talk, and a lot of the different social media outlets of our people, the nation of Israel.
Right.
And they've been kind of unsettled
Right.
by what happened in Jerusalem during the Pesach. And a lot of brothers question not only the motives, not only the location,
Right.
but also the actions of the brothers. And you were in those videos, so brothers, I'm not trying to talk about you in the third person.
No, that's okay.
But of the brother inside the land, which is Elder Hoshua, about how those things went down. What do you have to say about that? Was it biblical? Also, and is the location of Jerusalem in Arad?
Want to go first?
Yeah, I'll go first. I know you're going to have a long answer.
No, I have a line, so you go first.
Yeah, I'll go first. Well, I don't necessarily know the details of what went down, but I can tell you for sure, Hoshua does fulfill the prophecy of Jeremiah 31 verse 6 as the watchman upon Mount Ephraim. And Jerusalem, the place the scriptures call Jerusalem, is what we call Arad and Tel Arad today. I can attest that. They got many videos on my page, Yashar Yahawada on YouTube. You can check those out and scriptural breakdowns. And for anybody who don't believe that's the place and they believe the modern Jerusalem today is the place, I'm still waiting on those scriptural breakdowns to come on YouTube. Still haven't seen them yet. But
Archaeological.
yeah, definitely. I really personally want to see a scriptural breakdown on if that place is the place. I need some scriptures and a nice little detailed lesson on it, so I can see.
Oh, let me just try to cover a couple of the questions that a lot of brothers have been really, the controversy has been about. In Jerusalem,
Right.
this Pesach, did you guys perform a sacrificial?
Go ahead. I'll turn around.
Did you guys perform a sacrifice according to the scriptures, which was from old time performed by the Levites? Did you perform a sacrifice?
No, we did not perform a sacrifice that was performed by the Levites. But what we did do, we killed the Pesach in front of the house,
Right.
as commanded, and as was done in Egypt, and as before.
Right.
And that's after we left Egypt and we was in
Right.
the land. Now,
Same way brothers go
Yeah.
buy their lamb from Walmart that was killed by the
Yeah.
butcher in the back.
absolutely.
Right.
So the scripture says, I don't know if you have a book, but I did want to get it. 1 second, hold up. 1 second, babe, hold up. 1 second. 1 second, babe, hold on. I'm in the interview. So one of the things that was done was we did kill the Pesach before the house. Now the Mashiach spoke and said what we were supposed to do.
Right.
In Matthew 5:17. Oh my God. In Matthew 5:17, he said, "Think not that I come to destroy the law nor the prophets."
Right.
I come not to destroy but fulfill. Not one jot nor one tittle be taken from the law to all be fulfilled. So the key is, when is it fulfilled? Well, all you got to do is go to Revelation 21:1, and it tells you, "I seen a new heaven and a new earth, and there was no more sea." You know what I mean? So matter of fact, when you go in Matthew 5:17, it tells you that the law still stands until the new heaven and new earth.
Right.
So until you walk out and you see there's no more ocean, no more seas of water.
Right.
The law still stands.
Right.
Only thing he came and took away was the law for sin for sacrificing. When we go to the priest. So we didn't do that. We did something totally different.
So for brothers to say that you tried to perform a Levitical sacrifice according to the ordinances at Pesach, that's false.
That's false. We did not do it. We did not do it. 1 second, babe. We did not do anything of killing or of anything of the priest. A sacrifice is something, or offering something that the priest would do, and they would burn before the house. Now, what we did kill the lamb before the house. Before the house. We did kill the lamb before the house. But we did our part that we were supposed to do in that. And after that, then you would take the lamb and they would give it to the priest, and he would take the blood and sprinkle the blood. Then you would take that lamb and take it back home and eat it.
Right.
What
Still
is
gotta kill the Passover lamb.
Still gotta kill it.
So
and eat it.
for the sake of being,
And unleavened bread for 7 days.
I got you.
No matter how much brothers feel like we do what we can go to Walmart now.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, for the sake of being expedient, let me ask this question. A lot of brothers say that they've been down to Arad, and they say that the diameter and the size of what is being called the real Jerusalem is not. They're not impressed with that particular land, and they question it because of the size. What would you say to that, to brothers who are raising that question that how could this be Jerusalem, looking at the size and the way it looks today?
Well, I would tell them that's the whole objective of going to Zion. Right. And if you know anything, the size fit the measurements, okay, of the tabernacle. So you have to go there. Most of our people there speak, from like, second or third person. And, we have the opportunity, to go, but we don't go. We just rather speak. It's like reading a book instead of going out and see for yourself. So we challenge our people, say, hey, get up and go and see these places yourself. And then you'll get an understanding.
Let me
Go ahead.
on that. Me personally, I lived there for a season. Enough time to know. If you feel like the size weren't right or it wasn't impressive, then you need to go ahead and put up a video about your scriptures that support that ideology, that it has to be impressive and not a desolation, and the trees being able to be counted, and Jerusalem being a wilderness and being forsaken, and whom no man seeketh after. You got to prove that stuff is not false and that it's something else. We need scriptures.
And for my final question, because I know we're under some time constraints, what would you say, because there was a lot of controversy, not only from the brothers in Jerusalem, from the brothers on Facebook, and from the Israelite community. Everybody's taking sides. Some that agree with Hoshua, which is your brother, and a brother that's dear to you, and you subscribe to the teachings and some of the things that he has taught to you. And the other brothers are standing on the fence with other brothers from Jerusalem or some camp within the United States or anywhere scattered abroad. How do we get a resolution to what is the real Jerusalem, whether it be in Arad or Ashkelon? What are you prepared to do for your naysayers and the brothers who came out with lessons against what happened at Jerusalem and are still teaching against it now? What are you prepared to do to resolute with these brothers?
Well, first of all, everybody has a role to play. This is only going to hit and touch those who this spirit is supposed to hit, only those who are supposed to reach out to. You know what I mean? So, I'm not out to, hammer this in somebody's head. We're here to point the way back home. Those who understand will feel they get that ruach to go out there, understand it, and know it's going to hit them. The Most High would know who is going to hit. I don't. You know what I mean? So all I'm doing is pointing the way.
Now, to your credit, I want to point this out. When you were in Jerusalem, you did make a petition. I'm sorry, but let me just make this point, because the brother, just to say that the brother, when you were in Jerusalem, and people have admitted this, you did reach out to brothers to say, come down to Jerusalem, that you can show them according to what you know to be true and according to the scriptures that this is the real Jerusalem. And that, so far from what I can see, was the only step to say, listen, let's validate this on the land, in the land, together. So to your credit, I'd like to put that out there.
Thank you.
I definitely did. Shout out to Elder Anaviel. We went down to Dimona and talked to some of the people over there, some of the elder brothers, and told them to come up We talked to Elder Brother Yedidiel and Yeshaya. We didn't get them to come up, but shout out to Elder Navio. He actually came up, took pictures, and Sister Mahalea, she came up, took pictures, did an interview, everything. We definitely put out the disclaimer all over the land. Everywhere I went, that's all we did. And it's documented. It's all posted online, you know, so we definitely put out the disclaimer.
So, real quick.
And also, the question you said earlier about what am I willing to do to those naysayers. I'm willing to sit down like a man with these brothers, with these elders, and we can sit down and, you know, like the scriptures say, bring forth their strong reason and let us reason together like men, you know.
Okay. So, brothers is willing to dialogue with any naysayers, or at least the brothers that, because, you know, we're not looking to pull in everybody who just wants to have a disagreement. But for the brothers who are the teachers and the brothers who actually have knowledge of the land, brothers who do teachings to different congregations in the States, you're willing to meet up with those brothers. So how can people get in contact with you? Is it an email address? Is it a website for brothers who want to get more knowledge on the land, or even brothers who want to get an understanding of the land that might, you know, teach the Ascalon is Jerusalem?
Well, you can reach out with me at 347-833-2292, 347-833-2292, or returntozion@yahoo.com. It's all one word. returntozion@yahoo.com.
And you can also get with me if you want to sit down and show me your understanding on the coordinates of the land and different maps and whatnot. You contact me 323-786-3110, and my email Yashar Yahawada, YASHARYAHWADAH @gmail.com.
Shalom.
Shalom.